Hello everyone, today we have a story about. For my work, without going so deep into spoilers, I might have to say that sundown succession, done when a once thought dead ruler suddenly appeared. And pretty much pulled off a coup against the ruler they picked to replace her. It was a long bit of grieving and political turmoil after the Sankawari Federation lost its biggest figurehead and ruler, the First Minister. After a civil war which caused a chunk of the Federation to separate. During an attempt to negotiate with the separatists, their ruler just suddenly vanished, and for a while there was a great debate on what actually happened to her. Later on, what seemed to be her severed hand was sent back to the council. An era of chaos and uncertainty occurred, as they believed their beloved leader was murdered. But finally, some sort of peace was started when the council elected their newest first minister. And for a while it was great. Until the former first minister suddenly came back years after people legitimately thought she died, one of her hands indeed missing. The coup was sudden. Having taken advantage of how beloved she had been for the nation at this point, she invited the current leader into a public banquet which puts the current first minister on a spot. He accepts, not believing she would do anything due to her former reputation of being a mostly diplomatically focused leader with a distaste for war, but little did he knew. And I'll probably cut there for now, as I'm still solidifying what occurs as well as me trying not to spoil too much But this is the start. Edit. You know what? Let me add some stuff for added context. The first minister whom betrayed them is their founder, and the great respect people have for her is the equivalent of people seeing Joan of Arc as the savior of France. People adore her. So it's no surprise how much of a blow it was to the people. Their greatest hero, just suddenly in their eyes flipping morals for reasons they don't understand. As for the cultural effect, her takeover actually didn't lead people to immediately see her as evil. Without going into specifics, it wasn't as violent as, say, the Red Wedding, as the current first minister ended up agreeing to step down. This actually causes a large cultural divide, with folks believing she did it for some sort of greater good while others believe she's become a tyrant. It's even worse when I say that this betrayal is the stepping stone to Sankawari's downfall, and its absorption into another superpower, which a lot of people saw as her selling their freedom. Literally, by giving up sovereignty under the rule of another. Her people were shocked to see her just give them up like that. And again, people never truly learned why. The name Sundown Succession is a triple meaning, as it did happen at sundown. Sun is a prominent symbol in their nation. And it was indeed a beginning to what a lot of people view as their land's dark ages. The following story. Early during the war between the Drod and the Second Empire of Saul, the Alfheim government sided with Saul to shut down the war crimes being committed by the Drod. Once that was done, Saul then started committing their own war crimes, taking advantage of the power imbalance to rapidly and brutally claim vast amounts of territory that had only just been freed. This time, Alfheim went back to neutrality instead of switching sides, afraid of the exact same outcome either way. This caused most of the Dakalfar groups in Alfheim to unify and eventually found an independent nation on a different planet. Frustrated with the inaction of the government on top of many other factors that had built up, they struggled to gain any official recognition, and hence trade, so they struck a deal with the Drod, who had a common enemy in Alfheim and so were pretty much the only people willing to work with them. One of the terms of this deal was that the Dakalfar would provide military assistance in return for economic support while they get the country on its feet. Decades later, the Drod realized that the military support has been covertly sabotaging their war effort as much as they've been hindering the enemy, amounting to trillions in losses over the years. By this point, the Dakalfar are established enough to have multiple allies and a significant military of their own, and the Drod army is already stretched too thin, making retaliation pretty much impossible. Thanks for watching, come back again.